Check, check. Check, 1, 2. All right, that looks good there. I hope you guys can hear me. Let me know if you can't hear me. We've been going 10 years. That joke is still not old. And neither am I. Boy, I hope nobody can hear me now. I don't. I'm just bringing the mail in from the car still. That's why you can't see me right now. Also because I'm invisible. All right. Oh. Hang on. Oh. Dropping stuff. Trying not to drop stuff. In a minute, I will be able to look at my phone and see whether you can hear me or not. Also, I can take off these terrible shoes. Oh, man. Ha! Running into stuff. I hear you. I know. She's got a lot to say. I think I should get her a mic, too. Do you want a mic? Yeah? I think she wants a mic. She wants a mic and Popcorn wants an Ari. All right. Phone. Hi. Okay. Hi. Here. Hang on. Say that to the microphone. Your sound is low. Let me take a look. Let's see if I accidentally. Oh, yeah, it looks like it might actually be. Okay, check, check, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2. Testing, testing. Now we're in the zone. What happened? Maybe I pressed something somewhere. Check, check, 1, 2. All right, well, this is going to be. One more check, 1, 2. It also seems a little delayed. Hang on. I can't. Oh my goodness. Hi. Okay. Well. Let's see. Maybe the only reason that it's quiet is because it's like up closer to my neck than it normally is. I don't know, but it looks like it should be a reasonable volume now-ish. I don't know. It does look a little tiny bit low on the indicator here, but I can't figure anything else out right now, so that's as good as it's going to get. Now, cameras. Man, I came prepared for all of this. I know, you just, she's been extra talkative and a little like extra agitated, I think, the last 12 hours or so. So maybe that means something, but it probably doesn't mean anything. But maybe it means something, but probably not. I know I'm throwing this camera around. Sorry, everybody. It's upside down too, which really doesn't help. And this whole thing, man, we're professionals here. What did I say earlier about 10 years? Yeah, we got all this. We got it. So good. All right. I don't know where that's pointing now. And I'm going to have to figure it out. Okay. So I know I'm extra prepared. I'm just going to start throwing some stuff down here, and we're going to cover up some addresses, and I'm going to figure out where I set my phone, and we're going to call this a mailbag, everybody. So first off, I went to the vet this morning with Harriet, and hi, yes, okay, come here. Hi. She's got a lot to say. I went to the vet with her this morning, and they checked her out and said that she's, her heart and lungs and everything sounds good. Which doesn't really mean anything, but they just gave her a quick once over and she looks fine on that level, which I could have told you, I think, if she didn't. But they also did an x-ray, and they say they saw 4 kittens, they think, but I don't have any real details about that. For instance, I don't have the x-ray. I was complaining about it earlier, and I don't have to get into it now, but basically they have a policy of waiting for the radiologist to give results before they give anything out. So chances are the radiologist is not going to see it before Monday. I would be seriously surprised. And we may not even hear back about it until Tuesday. And the only thing that he's going to say is, yeah, there's, X number of kittens, which I expect to probably be 4 at this point. And that's it. That's all he's going to say. And maybe if he really has to like hunt around, he'll be like, oh, it's beginning signs of arthritis or something that it's not really meaningful, but it's just because he's looking at it so hard to find anything. So it's just policy. Like nobody would send this out to radiology ordinarily, I guess is what I'm saying. Dr. K would never try to send this out to a radiologist. It even sounds silly just saying it, because the whole point of it wasn't to get a radiology opinion on anything in specific. It was more or less just to make sure that the kittens are fully formed and that they look like kittens and not some alien creatures, and also maybe just get a guesstimate for how far along they are. I don't think that any of that is really under the purview of radiology. Maybe that first part. I really don't think that they have any sort of expertise in guessing how far along a kitten is based on the skeleton. I mean, except for does it have one or not. So I don't know. It's just a long-winded way of, I guess, saying that they have to wait for radiology, which seems like it shouldn't be a thing, but it is. And that's the only thing I find so frustrating about working with this vet, the VCA, which is VCA is like a nationwide chain of corporate-owned vets of various stripe. They're all VCA branded. They keep giving us all kinds of branded items for some reason. I didn't cover that up because I didn't realize it had an address on it. Hang on. One more to do. So, I was going to pull out a bunch of VCA branded stuff that's right in there, but that's fine. So we've been using them for a long time, actually, because that's where Teaspoon's doctor used to work in Connecticut at the VCA in Norwalk. And I've been to 2 other VCAs in Connecticut, all of them emergency centers in Connecticut. I don't even know if they have regular vets in Connecticut, but they do here. So in Connecticut, I thought that the emergency vets were, if it's hard to tell with an emergency vet, it's really hard to gauge them. Hopefully you don't even see them often enough to have a strong opinion. But of those, there was one emergency vet, the one in Norwalk, specifically the VCA in Norwalk, that we just loved. That's where Teaspoon's doctor was, and where we went with Teaspoon, and where we went with anybody else that needed an emergency that could go that far from where we lived. But here it's a different story. I'm not as much in love with it. It's a little bit overly corporate and a little bit overly stuck on policy and procedure, instead of, just send me a picture of the x-ray. You could take it with your cell phone if the system doesn't work the way you want it to. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, but it's just not the way it is. So I find that frustrating personally, and I guess, you probably all find that a little bit frustrating too, since it means there's no x-rays of kittens to look at today. But there will be. I will get the information. It just would seem nice to have it sooner rather than later. We're all anxious like that. It's just the way it is. I was hoping that camera would be pointed a little lower so I could show you the stuff easy with it, but it is a nice camera, so let's just move it in. It is this camera, right? No, it's not. It's this camera. Oh, wait, which cameras are on now? Now I'm confused. That's not even on, is it? What am I looking at? Oh my goodness, everybody, I'm working on it, okay? How many minutes in are we? Have we got any of this figured out yet? Okay, so that's the camera. You guys are seeing this one. I wasn't looking at it, and I guess that's in a pretty good location. It could, if it were a couple degrees lower, you could see her in my lap a little better, but I guess you get the idea. Good. Okay. And the other camera is that one? Yeah, it sure is. Okay, well, I don't feel too comfortable with that being pointed directly at the addresses like it is. I guess that's good enough now that I've moved them like away from being practically touching the camera. I'm going to go with that. I'm also going to turn the camera a little. Wrong one though, still. Okay, what was I saying? I have no idea. I was saying something about the VCA. I was going on a rant that I promised not to get into, didn't I? That's weird. Okay, yeah, that wasn't too clear anyway. I mean, the rant wasn't too clear, but I was talking about the camera, so we're fine. Okay, so she got a clean bill of health from the vet, but the reason that we went is because she has diarrhea pretty badly, and has had, and the vet confirmed that the intake papers sort of indicated that she had diarrhea when she showed up at the shelter. So this has been something that's been a bit of a struggle for her. It's not a new thing. And we're going to work on it. So we've got 3 different kinds of probiotics, 4 if you want to be technical. One of them comes in 2 parts. So, we're not supposed to give her all of those. That could upset things just as well as anything. But we have one in particular that we're going to try next. That the vet sent back with us. That's a fancy one, and that's the 2-parter. Hopefully that will nip it in the bud. Also, she hasn't been eating as much as I would like for a mom cat, and considering that, we actually, while I'm talking to you again, since we're not opening anything yet, I am going to open one of these, can of food for her. The vet gave us some bland diet to try, which is the Pro Bland diet, a digestive care, I guess is what it is here. So that's good. We could probably also cook her some chicken if we wanted, or I also have cans of baby food, which is the other thing I do know she will eat because it's delicious. I've seen that when I leave it out for her, she does end up eating it all. So I just want to make sure she gets calories in at this point and not just calories out, with at least 4 little kittens going on in there. So let's try another food here. Try this food right here while we talk, okay? All right. So I think that's pretty much it for news. Oh, popcorn. I don't have any news on popcorn except I guess it was within the last week that she delivered. No, that can't be. That was a week. That was before because we didn't get this one. Okay, so you guys already know. Popcorn's baby didn't happen, I guess. And she is upstairs in the sunroom is where she's living. But it turns out she's in heat right now, so she's a little bit extra annoying. But she gets along fine with all the faculty, including Maggie so far. Fingers crossed. I'm glad she's eating this. And because she gets along with the faculty, I'm pretty okay with having the door open and letting her run around and have some freedom and fun time that way, and that's good for her. She's very happy about it. She is just go, go, go. She's such a friendly cat. Like I said, she gets along with everybody. She gets along with me, and she gets along with DJ, and she's just good-natured, I think. But she's also just got so much energy. She never stops when she's out of the room. Like, she is just go, go, go the whole time. Which is cute. It's cute. I just can't keep up with her, so it's a good thing I can sort of trust her to go, and I just keep an ear out in case I hear any hissing or anger, but there really hasn't been any. I'm just not at the point yet where I can just trust her to be out when I'm not paying any attention at all. That seems like a big ask. So that's why she's in her room now and overnight and that sort of thing. So I have to schedule a spay for her still, and I could do that at the VCA since we're familiar with them, and that could be the quick option. They might even have blood work from the last time she was in that might still be soon enough to get her in for the spay without having to go through an additional step of blood work. So all things considered, that's probably the best option, and I should probably rush on it as soon as I can. So next time I talk to them, I meant to even talk to them about it today, and I forgot. So I'll try that out, and if for any reason that doesn't seem like it's going to be, especially fast, maybe I'll try getting that done at the new vet, which is, there's one all-cat vet in town that is the same one that our pet sitter was from, not through the vet. She independently does pet sitting, moonlighting, and she happens to work there also as a tech, I guess. She told me that it's like the only all-cat vet in Allentown, so I guess that outs whichever one it is, but I would have to look it up to tell you for sure because I don't know. And I think it's closer to being, it's like a half an hour away, where the vet I go to now is 6 minutes from here if I take the long way through the industrial park instead of getting on the highway for one stop. It's 6 minutes. That's the long way. So that's really nice. Almost worth putting up with the VCA for, but not quite. And the new vet is, like I said, about a half an hour. But on the other hand, I'm used to that. That's how far away Dr. Katz was. And another Dr. Katz connection, I haven't confirmed any of this, but I'm currently operating under the impression that this vet, the new cat vet that I want to go to, not only went to the same school as Dr. K, but at the same time as Dr. K. And so they probably would have known each other at some point, or may still, for all I know. But I don't know that. That's speculation on my part. And I also even haven't verified that the date part is true. So don't go quoting me on that, I guess. But I thought it was just too interesting not to share. So let's open some stuff. I don't remember if there was anything else I wanted to talk about. This looks like a book of love in here, I'm guessing. I have a knife right here, but I didn't pick up a letter opener because I don't know why. Oh, it doesn't look like a book of love, but it does look like a book of love. What happened? Now wait, is this also one? Are we a couple shy? Because this is also one, I believe. Let me just make sure that we don't go out of order. Oh wow, they've all been so square before, but look at that. We've got a new book of love, a new chapter in the book of love. We've got the 27th and 28th here, and they're heart-shaped. This one has a big blue heart on it, as you can see. We've got new stationery. Wow, it is a new chapter. I love the little kisses. Love knows what is in all hearts. Love says it's really messy usually in there. Oh, that's good. And then I really like that. This one's a little half heart with a little orange kitten in it. The 28th book of love by Mumalond. Love is modest, love stays out of sight, love likes you to see the kittens mostly, because love doesn't need an adooter. These are really cute. I like that. Thanks, Mumalond. I like these little heart-shaped things too, and the fresh stationery. It's nice after 28 books of love. Shake things up a little bit, why not? Okay, next up, this is very thick. It says, note, happy Valentine's Day from GingerTuffyCat, G, Joey, and Neo. Wow, she's going to eat all that, I hope. It's so cute. It's got butterflies. It says, you make my heart flutter. And it is butterflies. Wow, with a little tab here. And it looks like they've got wings that would probably be pretty flappy on their own if I could get it to stand up straight enough. All right, well, there you go. And look, they're sparkly too with little hearts on them. This is a perfect thing for Maggie to absolutely destroy. So thank you. I'll try to remember to bring that out with me. I'm sure that Maggie will appreciate it. GingerTuffyCat, right? Yes, GingerTuffyCat. Thank you very much. All right. Now we're on to the packages portion of the show. So I do have the knife for that, and I'm actually going to use it even on this envelope. I'm going to try to anyway. I think I botched that pretty good. All right, it didn't cut through anything except the envelope, so that's good. Oh, well, we know who this is from. I should have guessed from the logo there. At least we know who it came through. It's Dragon Maker Catnip. Man, it would be really great if she didn't have her face in that bowl. She'd probably be after this thing. Popcorn definitely would. Oh, this is for sweet popcorn. Perfect. Dear Mr. A and Dr. DJ, this wing is for sweet popcorn. Normally, I prefer salty, but oh, I see. Okay, I see what you did there. And is from Aunt Susie of Camp Crazy Kitty and me. I hope she enjoys. Anon from Catherine, the Dragon Maker. Oh, thank you so much, Catherine and Aunt Susie of Camp Crazy Kitty. She is a big fan of the nip, so I think she will actually very much enjoy this. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take those and the card. I'm going to put all this right in my pocket right now, and that way when I stand up, I'll be like, what is wrong with my butt? And then I'll remember to take these upstairs and give them out to whomever might want them. Okay, let's see if I can get that in there. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, we're gonna go with that. Keep rolling, everybody. Good. Hey, if I help you out a little bit here, I know corners are hard for cats, right? Here, there you go. Try that right there. Wow, you really like that. That's good. Here, keep going. Now my fingers are messy. Can I reach a wipe? Oh yeah. That's the best thing about having the mom cats ready with the wipes and all. See, we got everything right at hand. Okay. You may have noticed that she's got a box that has no top on it instead of no side like we normally do, and I'm just hoping that she'll go for it. She hasn't peed in it yet, so fingers crossed. That'll be a place that she can have her babies, or a place that we can quickly put her when she starts to have her babies. That's my plan. I figure, why not try something new? You know, we can do a new book of love. We can try something new for delivering kittens. Poppy Endowment Cat Toys. All right. Cool. I covered up the address, so I was going to try to guess where this might be from, but I have no idea. But I guess now we all know what's in it, don't we? I guess it would have had to have been domestic, though, based on the box. Okay. Let's see. Maybe. Haha! Oh, catnip kickers? Oh, she's going to like that. That's a thing that she would definitely like. Popcorn endowment from Lora, kitten fan. All right, it says, "Hi Popcorn, you're such a good little kitty. I wanted to be sure you had a small assortment of toys for your endowments when you go to your forever home in due time. Thank you for being such a happy, energetic little girl and a joy to watch. Cheers, Lora, kitten fan." That's so sweet. Aw, I'm getting emotional now. All right, let's see. The note. Yes, thank you. "Hi, Mr. A. Thank you for taking care of Poppy. What you do for these cats and kittens is so important. You give them a home where they can have SADs and still be healthy and well cared for. Poppy has landed in exactly the right place where she can be a kitten and find a good, caring forever home. I appreciate all you and DJ do, even when it hurts. Best wishes, Lora." Thank you so much. That is really a sweet sentiment. And I know little Poppy is really going to appreciate all of these toys. I see there's another Dragon Maker wing in here, believe it or not, and a catnip kicker, and you can see a big bag of the Mylar balls. She loves the little Mylar balls, and there's a furry, like a real fur toy in there. Wow. I thought, for some reason, I thought these were packed specially, but no, they're just really well sealed, so that's fine. Now we've gone through the contents anyway. So we got the real fur mice. We've also got the flat squirrel with the really cool tail and a little flat skunk. And like I said, she's a big fan of the Mylar balls, the fur balls, the catnip kicker, and the catnip. This is perfect. It's a perfect collection for her. And it's not all going to fit in my pocket, so I'm just going to have to, well, that's going for her endowments anyway, so I'll just put it with the other stuff. That'll work. Thank you so much for that. That's Laura. She's gonna. It's perfect stuff for her. She's really a sweetie. Although right now, she is definitely trying to find a boy. I think she and Ari have actually introduced themselves, but she's just, I don't know. She's just being very silly about it all, running around the house. And, presenting like the moms do sometimes when they want to meet a boy. And she's just so silly. And she just doesn't stop. Like I said, she just keeps running around everywhere all the time. So much. Housewarming gift for the Kitten Academy. After donating a couple of clocks, everyone wanted them to have my name on them. I found a small laser printer and created a logo that now goes on everything I give away. I've included a logo for the first clock I sent to you. If you would please glue it on the back. Of course, the print on this clock is the max limit of my laser, so the clock had to be smaller. I've been watching Kitten Academy since 2018. I've had many a good laugh watching the kittens being kittens. It is wonderful that you give so much for the kittens and their moms. Okay, P.S. It's fun to place over. Okay, so Wilcox Woodworks, handcrafted for Kitten Academy by Paul Wilcox. Wow, August 2022. How beautiful too. That's really pretty. Here, I'll show it to everybody since this is. I don't know if that's going to be in focus though. Whether or not that camera is going to change the focus for something being close is, I don't know. Hang on a minute here. Okay, now. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. Oh my goodness, and the cat paws too. Look at that. So this is what you meant, put this over the top of a door. Yeah, that would be so cute. I'm going to put this someplace where it'll surprise DJ, I think. That is just really sweet. Oh, and I see you've got your little logo thing on there too. And that's interesting. You must have masked this off when you painted it, because I can feel the texture on there a little bit. I like that. And that's it's really cute. I love the eyes that are on there. It's like soon. Yes, what do you think? Is that intimidating? Really cute. We also have a little bonus kitty here with the Kitten Academy logo on it, almost. There we go. Something to do with the scrap, I expect. I have a tiny laser and a tiny CNC machine. It's a hobby of mine to work with that stuff. Mostly, though, if I'm honest, it's almost entirely just building the machines that I do. Like, I like to just build the machines themselves. Like, almost all of the printing I've ever done with my 3D printers is 3D printer parts. But I find that fun, I guess. Like, you know, people build model ships or clocks or, you know, whatnot. And I like to build the little machines that you use to build little things like that. My laser doesn't work very well at all, and I just bought a new, like, really cheap, like, I used to have a really cool carbon dioxide laser in Illinois, and I didn't want to have to carry it around, and I didn't use it enough because, like I said, I always just am more interested in the machines than with doing something with them, so it didn't travel with me. And now I've got like this little tiny 5-watt laser, and I just bought like a little upgrade to like a 10 or 15, just a diode laser. It's so simple, but I'm hoping it can cut and engrave a little bit nicer, and maybe I'll actually do something with it. This is nice, like solid work right here. I love it. And I love the little use of the brassy framing or finishing nails all the way around to give it a little bit of a, it almost feels nautical, like they're rivets, you know, the whole thing feels very riveted and constructed. I love it. And the shiny letters and the Kitten Academy logo right in the center. What do you think of that? And the beautiful, your logo on the back again. That's so cool. Really nice. And I love the felt pads too, so it'll hang really nicely on the wall. I don't know off the top of my head where the first one is, but I know I've got a whole bunch of stuff that's still sort of packed away, and it's basically labeled like decor or art. And I know I went through a lot of it, and then I just found a couple more boxes of it that are in the annex in the garage pending me to go through. So it may be in one of those, or I may have already gone through it, and I don't remember seeing it for some reason. But I will add your logo to it when I find it, which I know I will do. So I really do appreciate it. It's beautiful, beautiful work. All right. And this I cannot wait to put up and let DJ see. So I'm going to keep this over here and put it someplace now. The clock, I will. Well, I'll find a place for it. DJ has a few nice clocks upstairs too that she has picked out for the house for some reason, and so she has opinions on where they go. In fact, I'm remembering now that I put another clock out, and I don't remember if it was yours or if it was, I'm thinking of the one from, with the days on it that was sent. I don't know which one I'm thinking of, actually. Well, at any rate, this has all, thank you so much for those. Paul Wilcox, Paul Wilcox, let me double check that. Because I feel like people should know that, especially if it's something you're doing professionally, but that's not the card that it's on. It's fun to place the cat paws over a door when no one is watching and see how long it takes them to see it. Yes, exactly. Okay, so I must have just read that subconsciously, and that's exactly what I plan to do for DJ. Yes, and Paul Wilcox, spelled exactly the way you would think, is exactly right. I lived for, I think, the majority of my high school years on Wilcox Avenue in Elgin. My brother still lives within, I think, 2 or 3 blocks of there to this day, and I have no idea what the Wilcox name means. But there you have it, my personal connection. So this, I was going to say, has the Kleben, yeah, I think that's right, artwork all over it. The Hawaiian cat drawing artist. Okay, there we go. So that's an accurate description, I guess. I'll just stick with it. This has a beautiful furry kitty that looks a lot like this one, really. With the full moon in the background and a little rabbit in the full moon. It feels very Scandinavian somehow. Jemima Jameson's Shropshire home on the Welsh border, which I'm sure I've just mispronounced at least 7 of those 8 words, provides a constant source of inspiration for her painting. All right, so medieval illuminated manuscripts. Cool. Acrylics on gesso panels. I don't even know what that is. Gesso panels. All right. Well, it's really pretty. Okay. To Ms. Harriet and Ms. Popcorn, you are so lucky to be at Kitten Academy, where you will be spoiled, rotten, loved to death, and adored forever. Be good girls for Mr. A, DJ, and the faculty, so you can graduate. You can graduate with honors. You both already have tons of fans that are cheering for you, and maybe some who will be adopting you. How exciting! You do look excited. You're making some serious eye contact with me, but you're not meowing. Were you just asking for food this whole time because you won't eat the piles of food up there that I've infested with good probiotics? Apparently so. Where were we? We were saying, as always, enclosed I have endowments for the mom cats. Yes, kitten endowments to follow when they arrive. Love, LisaG, Beans, and Cheeto. P.S. The cover art reminds me of Harriet. Yes, I can definitely see that. It does look a lot like Harriet. Actually, I bet you could get a picture of her in the right light and it would look just exactly the same. I described her to the vet on the phone as gray and white, but I do think that the description on her shelter intake of tabby, gray tabby with white is much more descriptive, because she really has those mackerel tabby stripes and strong evidence. She's got a little tiny bit of brown in her coat as well, like the brown tabby color, so I don't know what that means genetically, if it means anything. But photographically, it means she could probably look very much like that photo. So, all right, Harriet and Popcorn, laser pointers, as always. Thank you so much for sending these, and I love their little pictures that you've chosen for each of them. I realized I meant to bring my camera down here and take up a couple pictures of Harriet during Mailbag even, but I forgot to do that, so that won't be happening. But thank you so much for the endowments for them. I know they're going to appreciate it. I'm going to actually put this in here, put this in here. There we go. Consolidate just a tiny bit. All right. I'm sorry for being so scatterbrained this morning. I think going to the vet early that probably threw me off. You know, getting up, having to get up at any particular hour is so uncharacteristic of me and my capabilities that it can really set off the whole day. It doesn't. I was going to say getting up early, but I didn't actually get up that early. I got up after DJ left. And besides that, getting up early is not the problem for me. I get up early all the time. It's just having to get up at any particular hour, I think, is the real problem. That's what I'm going with. That's my story. I'm sticking with it. All right, look at this. A giant, giant box. All right, okay, we're going to let it pass. That is a giant box from Chewy, and I guess it's because this wand is so long. And it's so cute, too. It is Zoomies and Chill Popcorn Teaser Wand. Oh, you know what? I was looking at this. I would have described it as octopuses. I'm so glad I read the tag. I thought that was an octopus, and I think you could see that. But it is popcorn, and that makes so much sense. And actually, yeah, if you put the little legs out, that makes it look more popcorny, I think, because you can see at the bottom it's got like the kernel kind of thing. Yeah, that's definitely popcorn. That makes too much sense, and I know then, therefore, who that must be for. We also have fries and a shake. Why does the shake look like a chicken leg? I guess it just does. Food Junkies, diet starts tomorrow. They're very crinkly toys. Now, Chewy does not, I think, let you leave a note. I can guess what the popcorn one is for. They don't let you leave a note, but they usually let you put some name in the address, but this one just says Kitten Academy, as far as I can see. So I'm not quite sure who sent it. The box is, wow, almost as nice as everything else. It's so perfectly intact. It's just a shame it's too flat to give to her as an alternate. Ooh, that was loud. I hope the mic didn't make it that loud. An alternate birthing box, which I'm trying to keep an eye out for something that would let me sort of build a backup traditional birthing box. I guess I could. Ooh, I guess I could do it out of anything really, like this. I don't know why this feels small. This probably as big as the ones that we used to always use, but I guess my sort of sense of scale for the birthing box probably got adjusted by those giant black plastic boxes that we were using for quite a while in Connecticut. Which we stopped using, not for any real reason, except that I think, you know, sometimes it's nice to shake things up, and sometimes I'm not. I don't know. It just felt nice to go back to the old cardboard way that we were doing it. Is all. That felt good. Yeah, and now we're not even really doing that. We're trying something else. So, oh, well, I guess I know what this is from. This is yeah. It's interesting how I can tell what some stuff is just from what's in the package immediately, and it does, in fact, say, all right, here we go. So this is what's in the package. You guys see if you can guess. Probably have it already, but there's also a marshmallow bed, of a really attractive teal color. And the note says, "Hi, Popcorn. We hope you enjoy our favorite cat bed in your forever home. Love, Tahini and Flair." Of course, Tahini and Flair. And the other note says the same thing. "Hi, Popcorn. We hope you enjoy our favorite toy in your forever home." Aw, love, Tahini and Flair. So that's Popcorn. And that means this is also Popcorn's endowment box and can go... I'm not going to put that there for now. I'll look at it before we give those out. There we go. There, just like that. That works out extremely well. And this is also for Popcorn, which means this is probably also for Popcorn. We're just going to go with that. I guess most stuff would be for Popcorn at this point, since a lot of this stuff will have been sent before, little Harriet even got here. If Harriet has 4 kittens, by the way, I felt 2 on one side, and then I thought I felt 1 on the other side, but it is possible that I've felt 2 on both sides at some point and just got confused about right and left. Wouldn't put it past me. But I'm thinking if she has 4 kittens in there, 2 on each side, she may have a little bit longer to go than I thought. I thought she was getting really close now. But with that many kittens, I hope she gets a little bit bigger than she is. We'll see. I could be wrong too. She could be doing just great in there and ready to deliver tonight. I don't know. All right, so we all know who this one is from. The box has a very obvious style about it. Even if we've gone to the unbleached cardboard, which is probably the right choice for everybody. I like that. This is adorable watercolor of 2 little snuggling kitties, watercolor and ink. It is just beautiful, especially the detail around their little face, their little noses, and their little smiling eyes. I don't know how you capture the smile in those eyes, but it is titled Sweet Dreams, of course. I'm trying to see where it comes from. Designed and printed in England. Oh, based on original artwork by Hannah Dale. I guess I should know that name by now. It's not the first time I've seen that. Wren Dale Designs. W-R-E-N, Wren Dale Designs. Hannah Dale. All right. Really beautiful watercolor. Happy Valentine's Day. It feels like we haven't sent a big box to Kitten Academy in a while. We've enclosed the usual, blankets and lots of toys. Please deploy as you see fit. Thank you, as always, for helping mom cats and their kittens from the B&B sisters, Beatrice and Bernadette. All right, thank you, B&B sisters. Well, that's fantastic. I know it's not like you have been neglecting us or anything. That would be ridiculous to even think. The reason that you haven't sent a big box is because there hasn't been a whole lot of kittens here in a while, and that's on me. That's not on you. But we're working on it, aren't we? Any day now. This is adorable. We've got a couple different styles of little kitties here, with cute little cartoony kitties and paw prints in between, also in a few different styles, all very pastel and light colored, so it's perfect. Here we have something in, here we go. Oh, look at that, the very striking kitten portrait. It's almost like an oil painting portrait. You can see like almost the acrylic oil tool marks, but not quite either. So I like it. It's a butterflies around a kitten with just great eyes. The eyes on these are always so beautiful. Really pretty stuff. The colors on this too, talk about spectacular. I don't know how well the camera colors are in here right now, but that's got some pinks in it that are just really lovely. All right, this one has some ghost-seeing kitties on it. I mean, there's no ghosts, but they all have those big round Ari eyes. Oh, okay, there's an orange boy that doesn't. But the other ones do. Look, even this white one that's up here in the corner is looking like he's just seen a ghost. This guy's seen a ghost. This guy's seen a ghost. Orange boy is just oblivious. I guess it kind of tells a story in a way about cats and their person. That's not true about orange boys, but that's a really cute blanket as well. And then we have one more blanket with the toys underneath. Let's see, this is Paws and Heartbeats Together. Aw, that's also cute. Oh, it says something else. Healing Purrs, Warm Hugs. Aw, and it does have little healing, hugging kittens on it. Wrapped in whisker kisses. That's very cozy. Soft paws, strong bonds. Cat cuddles, cozy comfort. Oh, that's a lot of C's there. All right. What do you think of those? She thinks just nothing. You're not even looking at me now. What's the matter? Are you looking at these pictures? Are you looking at, this is a picture of you and these are your kittens? I can go, that could work out, right? We could see that. Why not? All right. Well, you work on that. So, the toys section of the box. Ooh, always fun. All right. We got Mylar balls, mostly in purple and green, but there's some other colors tossed in there as well. Perfect. These are always a great toy that everybody loves, and especially Popcorn upstairs. She likes to chew on them like Mural used to do on the mice. Like, she just chews on the Mylar balls for some reason, which is fine with me. It's not going to hurt her any, so she might end up pooping some glitter. All right, that's fine with me too. The Feather Bells, great toy. Oh man, these things are so great. And I've said before, they hold up a little better than you'd expect. And it really is. It's basically just a feather that's been hot glued to a bell. But genius in its simplicity. It really is. Speaking of simplicity, I was getting some more of those worm toys in the rubber balls that Logan likes. And they're so expensive online. I mean, they're not expensive. It's a rubber ball on a worm. But compared to the cost of a bag of 100 rubber balls and a bag of 100 worms, they're really expensive. So I'm like, well, I can do this. I'm just going to take like a hot nail and poke a bunch of holes in some rubber balls and then hot glue some worms in, which is more or less what I did. It turns out the hot nail didn't really work, and I had to actually use it like a legitimate drill, more or less. So other than that, it worked out pretty well. It's neither here nor there, just I made my own. And I now have bags of like hundreds more balls and worms. I can make more anytime. All right, this is Spam and a little a pig, I guess, and some Spam. Spa, though, it's Spa, not Spam. Seeing those together. All right, buddy. I hope you're hanging in there. All right, we have a cute little pony, I believe. It looks like a little pony with a little ponytail. This is a cutting board with, let's see, it's got honey, beets, a spicy chorizo, and some nice cheese on there, along with some sort of herb. It's a charcuterie board, I'm going to say. I'm going to say cuterie on purpose, because why not? We have a loaf here. No, it's not a loaf. It's an actual sandwich. It's got some sort of meats and delightful cheeses inside. Here we got the money. It's a $100 bill. The Benjamin Franklin right on there. Oh, and the greenback too. Look at that. Classic. The classic $100 bill. Just like I remember from my youth. Well, that doesn't sound right and isn't exactly true. That's not what I mean. You know what I mean. The W's and W's, my favorite snack food, walnut W's and W's. And what does this say on this weird little pink catnip toy? It says 2026, the United States of Noodle Mail 2026. Noodle Mail. All right, Noodle Mail. That's fine. W's and W's, fantastic. Noodle Mail, great. Aw, we got a cute little kitty, and it says, "Hi, cat." He's sitting just like the, you probably can't see, there's one up top there that's a hanging kitty that looks like that. And he's got some catnip or something in him. Catnip I'm going to go with. Oh, man, this cassette tape that I loved so much last time is still in my office. And it's still getting tossed around a little bit. I think it's Logan's toy of last resort at this point. He plays with everything else first, but he does still play with it. And it's been eaten by the vacuum a couple times. It's not looking quite as sharp, but I still absolutely love it. And this time, you've included the boombox. It's fantastic. I love the retro 80s boombox to go with the cassette tape. So that's a big catnip pillow and a tiny little catnip pillow with some ribbons on it. Oh, you can't see. The cassette tape is de-spooled. I didn't show that to everybody up close. Here we go. Oh, a disaster. Okay, those are fantastic. All right, this one is tackle box with one of those weird little, those lure fish with the weird little thing that sticks out and lights up. What do you call those fish? I can't remember right now, but you can go fishing for one now. It's really cute. I love the little dangly thing as a toy, and he's got a real smiley face. He doesn't look like a lurking horror like they do in real life. Oh man, those things are frightening. We've got some peas in a pod and some peas seeds. Oh, we got another identical high cat with a bell. Oh, this guy's bell is just not, it's not belling at the moment. Maybe once he gets opened, it will. We got a flat mouse. We have a burrito, oh, with chicken nuggets. Kentucky Fried Chicken, chicken wrap, hug and kick cat toy. All right, with an orange cat on it. Oh, well, it's KFC authentic. It's got a hologram on it to tell you for sure this is the real deal. It's finger licking good. I would say so. Fantastic. That's actually a great kicker, though. It's a great big size, and it looks cool. And I didn't know they had a wrap product, so now I feel like I've just been advertised at, and I'm also advertising to all of you. So it's the same all around. This is a rotisserie chicken in a rotisserie chicken plastic container, and it's in parts. They're each little catnip toys. That is so cute for the cats to play with. I just love it. Mad Cat rotisserie chicken. I'm not going to take it out right now, but that is adorable. I hope you can see that. Okay. I got to know if that KFC wrap is any good. Has it also been around for a million years? Because I haven't eaten at a KFC in a lifetime, literally some people's lifetimes. Not mine. I've eaten it in my lifetime. These are very furry mice. We have a different kind of cassette tape, and this one is Taylor Swift, The Life of a Show Cat. Well, naturally, from Henry Noodle. There we go, a little less retro. More of the wonderful, these things are so great. Totally Nippy, catnip enthusiast, Totally Nippy on Etsy. Thank you, it's really cute. Okay, but wait, this says Totally Nippy on Etsy, but then down here it also says Totally Charming X on Etsy. I don't know, Totally Charming X or Totally Nippy. I have no idea. Oh, and we can't even see how cute it is because it's wrapped in this beautiful paper, so we actually have to open it. I was just going to say it's a purple catnip kicker, but no, it's not. It's something inside. Okay, let's see. Oh, the suspense is killing me. All right, I'm not even opening it nicely now. Oh, it's a sock catnip kicker. We saw some of these previously, but not packaged like that. Wow, I can't even tell where this begins. Oh, I see where it begins and ends. There's a seam right here, but it's pretty well hidden, honestly. And it's so cute. I love the cat print that they've chosen for that. That is adorable. I'm just going to leave the really nice wrapping with it and put it back in the plastic because I can't be bothered. That's such a great idea to do. I could probably do that with my socks. I've got quite a few that have been getting just to that point of being like, it's so threadbare, it's going to break through at any moment, but it hasn't quite broken through yet, so I can't quite justify throwing it out yet. You know what I mean? It's got to actually have a hole before it's gone. I should probably just change my standards a little bit, shouldn't I? Oh, look, here's the really, really furry mice that were in that other thing, but a couple of them have escaped. And they rattle, and they're going to now be for... Oh, I see. They've come out of this one. I'll take a couple of these upstairs, too. They'll be for everybody. How about that? Okay, a Garfield toy with all the toys that we actually do recognize these things from Garfield. That's crazy. The little stuffed bear. Easy for me to say. Some pizza, I guess that'll pass. I don't know what this is. A hairball, maybe. Donut, fine. And the chair, of course. The sofa chair that they've got. That is very Garfield. And we've got a flat skunk. Oh, and one more of the mice. Look at that. They're everywhere. Okay. These rattle mice are going to go upstairs and be distributed. Everything else I think we're going to put right back in there. B&B Sisters, as usual. That is amazing. Oh, that is a lot of wonderful toys for all the kids. It is like Christmas in every box. Okay, these I got to set down. I got too many things in my hand. All right, I'm still holding on to that wipe for some reason instead of having thrown it somewhere. Perfect. Okay, put all that right in there. Put this right in there. Okay, there we go. Good. Perfect. Okay. Well, I think that does make Mailbag slightly scatterbrained, but I hope it was fun for everybody. Ooh, up and at 'em. Yes, there we go. All right, I'm going to put these cards over here for now. I'm going to put these in my other pocket. There we go. Cool. And then we will figure out how to get all of this stuff situated. But first, I'm just going to close this up. There we go. That way Ari doesn't go digging in it if I leave it out here for a little while. Go. Put the knife someplace safe, like where it belongs. Don't run out the door. She's been a little bit of a door runner too, which feels like a new tendency, but then I guess I wouldn't really know what's new for her and what isn't, given that she's so new to me. Oh, look at that. The Kentucky Fried Chicken wrap fell out. I guess it really wanted to belong to somebody. Huh. Maybe we'll take it upstairs because she doesn't seem like a catnip kicker cat, actually. She doesn't even play that much right now. And I don't know if she will when she feels better, or if this is just who she is. She could just be a little bit more calm than Popcorn. Anybody would seem calm after Popcorn, I guess. Like I said, she's got boundless energy. Must be nice to be a Popcorn and have boundless energy. I just set that cat down out there for a second so I could come back in here and pick this stuff up, but the Paul Wilcox, the cat, and I set it up on the highest shelf so I could kind of see, and that the base of it like disappears completely when it's set up on top of something. So it really looks amazing when it's in. I'll try to see if I can get a picture that shows how nice it looks because it's really cute. It's such a simple little thing, I know. But it's cute, and it's obviously very well put together. I took a minute to talk about how I like to build the CNC machines and stuff, and I think part of that is because I can't I can't really craft anything very well myself. I'm so inaccurate in every way. I can't cut a straight line. I can't measure an accurate measurement, and it's not for any sort of lack of, I don't know, training or knowledge, I don't think. It's just, I don't know, basic ineptitude, something. So I do appreciate how well constructed that stuff that you sent is, because I just can't. I certainly wish I could. All right, I should probably take this mic off and put it away before I forget and embarrass myself further. So I'm going to do that right now. Thanks, everybody. That was a wonderful mailbag. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. Mic check. Okay, I think we got sound in this room again. Probably, maybe, could be. I noticed she ate most of this food, but she didn't go back to it. And I don't know if that means that she's just done with it or if she ate enough. But I'm going to open another of these cans and I'm going to put her probiotics she's supposed to be getting into this. Now everything she eats is going to be tainted with some kind of probiotic, I guess. I don't know. I feel like that might be that's what she doesn't like about the food that she's supposed to be eating. I guess I don't really know. Maybe it's just she doesn't like the food. That's fair too. Everybody's a critic. Oh, I got it wet. Oh no, now what? It's in a tablet. It's one of those, tablets that are supposed to dissolve. I don't know if they're made out of gelatin, cornstarch, I don't know. Wet, they stick together and then they dissolve. All right. Let's mix that in for you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you want some more? Same thing you were eating before. I guarantee it. No changes whatsoever. Exactly the same. Here, stand right here. Okay, I brought you some. You want me to sit there with you while you eat it? I can do that too. I can do that because I have to put some of this paste in your mouth. Yeah, it's the two parts. I got two-part epoxy. It's probiotics. No, you're so sweet. You're such a total sweetheart. The vet tech just loves her. She is just so sweet and charming, even at the vet. She was so nice to everybody, and she wanted to just kind of walk around the room a little bit, but she wasn't like, you know, when I take Popcorn, and Popcorn has to explore every part of the room, and again, she never slows down. She's just moving, has to look at everything, see everything. This one, when they wanted to examine her on the table, she's just sitting there. She was staring out the window that was across the room, just looking, you know, watching the birds or whatever. She apparently loves windows. And then when she had her free time to walk around the room, she really just walked over to me and wanted my attention, like she always does. So that's really, I think, what just drives her as a cat, is she just wants attention or to snuggle on a lap. At least so far. Again, she could have a completely different personality after she gets over having diarrhea and kittens. I don't know which one of those is more of a toll on somebody. Actually, it's got to be the kittens. Yeah. I feel like given the choice between diarrhea and pregnancy, a lot of people would pick the diarrhea. I'm glad you're still eating that. I'm just going to have to sit here as long as she's eating because I don't want to interrupt that. Maybe I'll just give her the paste a little later. She's taking her time, but she's eating, so that's good. It's not really like a two-part epoxy. They don't have to be combined in her stomach or anything like that, so it's not like I really do have to give it at the same time. Oh, that bronze cat looks like it's ready to take a second tumble. I'm going to put it someplace else.